It is Wednesday, so it is time for the taste. I have to say, as I get into this segment, is that I was overloaded with instant messages and now probably 6 or 7 text messages in the last few minutes from people. I am going to get to as many questions as I can. We've got some tremendous guests, and I know people get excited about new happenings that are going on. So today we have new happenings on the dining scene, and I've got 4 great guests from different parts of the state coming in to highlight what they have going on. The first guest we have coming in is Emery, who is the Director of Operations for Fuel Restaurant and Sports Bar. He'll be joining me in just a minute. And Derek has a great thing going on over there that he's got some karting going on, a new restaurant, so he'll be the first guest in just a second. I also have my friend Benjamin Lloyd coming in, Chef Ben, who is with the Salted Slate. He's been with us before. He's got a great restaurant over there in Wayland Square on the east side, and he's opening up Mercer's Delicatessen. So I know a lot of you hit me up with questions on that, a lot of questions, so Ben will get to all of those. Then I have my friend Bajat coming in, and Bajat is with the Howley Bread Group with Panera. And we've had Christine in before from Panera talking about things that are going on, but he's got a new delivery service that's different than what we've been seeing out there. So I'm excited to get his take and hear about the new things happening at Panera as well. And then the last guest joining us is going to be Chef Andy Pyle from Zacco Taco. I know a lot of you have asked about, Cinco de Mayo coming up. I'm already going to hit upon it, I promise. And Zacco Taco has been open, I want to say, somewhere between a month and 2 now, and it's getting rave reviews. So I know that we'll get a lot of great information to him about his menu and how they transformed the location that used to be Rick's Roadhouse over there. So to get things rolling, and I got, like I said, get everybody in, I'd like to welcome in Derek from Fuel Restaurant and Sports Bar. How are you, sir?
Hi, very good. How are you today?
Good, thanks for making it in. I appreciate it. And I know we've got, well, here we go. Come on in, Chef. Let's see. Look at this. Not going to be complaining about this, and the guys in the back won't either. Thank you, Chef. Appreciate it. All right, so I live in Lincoln, and everybody hears me talk about this all the time, and I don't have enough great places to be able to go yet, and I use the word yet because I hope people are going to keep expanding into the Lincoln-Smithfield area. But you guys already had something there, and now you've added to it, right? I'm going to sub your slide over a little bit.
Yeah. So we've had karting available for a year, and just this past February we opened up Fuel Restaurant, which is the foodie side of our business, and as you can see here, we've brought some samples of what we do upstairs from the karting. So it's been a fantastic enhancement to our business, and it's also brought in some really great events and some really good opportunities for people to kind of come in and do some team building and explore some really great food and I guess a unique atmosphere, if that's what you want to call it.
So, and I think unique is a good word, because I do think that kind of sums it up and describes it a little bit. The space, though, so this space is unique in the way that it's attached to it, but it's not, so it's separate. It's not part of the karting technically, but you're looking down on it?
Correct. It's on the mezzanine level, so it's right above the karting, and actually it's all lined with windows, so you can see down. I want to make sure you stay in the frame. There you go. Sorry, I don't want to whack the burger
That's
there.
all right.
But it's lined with windows, so you can see the karting down low, so you can cheer on your family, your friends, your coworkers, your teammates.
So was this always an original idea that the restaurant was going to come in on top of the karting?
Yes.
Okay.
So from day one, we planned on bringing it in, and then just took a little time to get it just right.
So one of the biggest questions that's been out there is about the style of food. And I do want to get to it because you got these dishes that are making me drool over here in a second. But before we do that, I kind of want to have you paint a verbal visual of the setup, because I know what the karting looks like, and I've had friends and my kids have gone there and such, and I know colleagues here have been, but can you paint a visual of how the restaurant is set up?
Absolutely.
Okay.
It's really a breathtaking scene when you walk in, because we've taken a big space and we've just built it out with some beautiful amenities. We've got some industrial brick going on, some old factory lamps hanging from the ceiling. We've got hardwood floors. We've got some really unique black and white tile. We're working currently on a rain of lights, which is going to be hanging over the bar.
Nice.
We've really just gone full hilt. We've got some corrugated aluminum that's got some antiquity to it, some rust, some really great industrial chic looks that really bring it all together and make it just such a fantastic build out.
So was the design done locally, or is this something that you guys have sought out?
It wasn't. One of our ownership partners is actually from Holland, and has a design team out there that has been designing restaurants. His name's Hans. He's a fantastic designer. He's been designing restaurants for, years. And he just really tied in a lot of the urban sort of appeal into what we've put together over at R1.
So I've got to go over, because I want to see this because it is close to me, but the pictures alone that you post up on the site, and that was some of the feedback, because everybody's saying it looks amazing, it looks beautiful to have it.
Oh, huge bar too, huge, lots
Yeah,
of TVs.
massive, yeah.
Yeah.
So you got the TV spread out, you got the bar. The rest of the setup, so are the billiards and the bowling as part of that space as well?
It is, and in talking about the space, we do have a VIP room that has enough capacity to hold about 200 people. The entire facility can hold about 450 people. So we have the bowling, we have the billiards, we have four bowling lanes, 2 billiards tables, which are an amenity to the entire facility. But in particular, we've rented out those rooms. The VIP room has its own personal bar.
Nice.
We've got a projector. We can do, like I said, team building events. We can do corporate. My gosh, what's it? PowerPoint presentations, or if there's sales team that wants to come in and display a new product. Okay. It's all self-enclosed and private, so that way it's
So that, and Jen, I'm going to call you out because that was the question.
Space
Can they
to
do
their
family events and corporate events? And the answer looks to be
Yes.
that it's yes, that they're able to do both.
Yes.
Because that is a hard thing to marry. It's a hard thing to marry to make
It
sure that
is.
the room is functional enough to be able to house, if you got a bunch of kids coming in, they're going to be out bowling and karting, and then a group that's coming in that's corporate that wants to do team building. So it is a challenging thing. So you've met that mix to be able to do that. So Jen, you just got your question answered. All right, so now we got the atmosphere covered. We got to get to the food, because your food is also not, in thinking about the environment, what you would expect.
No, I think historically people will think it's more of cafeteria style food, and it's the furthest thing from. One of our other partners and our chef Zach have really exhausted ourselves trying to find out or discover some fantastic ingredients to really take pub food and elevate it to another level. We have our mushroom fig pizza here. We've taken cremini, shiitake, and button mushrooms. Triple mushroom blend. We've added it with Krugnali's dough out of Krugnali Bakery.
Nice. Sourcing locally.
Yeah, sourcing locally. We've got some arugula, some balsamic glaze to adorn it. It's really a unique flavor, very unique dish.
This is me sitting at the bar. Mushroom pizza all day long.
We have your standard fare too. We've got cheese, pepperoni, and what you would, I guess, expect, but we really try to do it in artisanal, in our Forza Forni oven, which is just a fantastic piece of kitchen equipment.
And not to interrupt, but I think that that's what's important, and that's what I want to highlight, is the fact that you did take this concept, and on your website you describe it as a foodie style thing, but the pub style is great, and you can get that in a lot of places to go, but to take that elevation, and for us that work in the city or come into the city and used to dining here, to be able to come back home to the suburbs and have that style at home is a wonderful thing. So thank you for that.
Yeah, and that's what we tried to do, is really deliver. I think today's consumer and has really educated themselves on what quality ingredients are and what makes a really good dish and what makes it just run of the mill. So
No, I agree. So what else do we got here?
So we have here our El Jefe burger.
El Jefe.
El Jefe burger. We've taken Schweid & Son beef, which is a farm out of New Jersey, and we've done, which if you've ever had it, is absolutely amazing, mouth-watering, delicious, delicious beef. And it's all Angus, amazing. We've melted pepper jack cheese on there. We've also got some tomato corn salsa, arugula, a chipotle mayo, and we do it on a fresh brioche bun. And then, of course, we accompany that with the familiar French fry.
I am loving that, which I had some before you came on. I was hungry. All right, what else we got here?
And then we have our nachos, which is one of our most popular appetizers that we sell. Really, we've just taken fresh ingredients. Nothing comes out of a can. Nothing comes out of. We fry our own chips. We cut our own lettuce, make our own salsa. Really, they're amazing nachos if you've ever had them.
So even considering where you got the beef from, I like the fact that you're sourcing from these people that that you've got a good reputation, local and a little bit beyond there. Every place that has opened up in the suburbs seems like they've had this growth expansion. People get to know them, they get to go. You opened up the karting first, now you've got this complementing it. My next question, when it goes to join with the menu, how's your beverage program?
Oh, hands down, having had a lot to do with the development of the beverage program, we've really tried to appeal to, again, keeping in mind that we wanted to have corporate events and appeal to a lot of tastes, families, etc. We've got a great craft beer selection. We've also got a great bourbon selection. Really, there isn't a cocktail I don't think we can make. We
Perfect.
carry a bottle of Dom Perignon if you're interested in having that kind of event.
Nice.
And we also have, we carry some familiars, Miller Lite, Bud Light, all the staples of what you would expect to find.
But I'll have no problem getting a glass of wine while I'm dealing with my kids.
No, I mean, we've got a great
Perfect.
wine selection, from Cabernets, Pinot Grigios, Merlots. We've really touched on some popular brands that are very familiar. And again, it was all tying in with our food. We wanted everything to be familiar and approachable, yet premium and delicious.
Now, you're doing both lunch and dinner, right?
We are open, actually lunch we do on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
Okay.
During the week we open at 3 o'clock. Our kitchen actually opens at 4 during the week, so we're more towards dinner during the week. And on the weekends we're open, like I said, Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
So now, this is, you're very new. You're less than, the 2-month mark at this point, right? What's been the reception from people coming into the area and stuff?
It's been great. And people have been thrilled to have us in the community, thrilled that we are close by. I know there are some other karting facilities that are a travel away, or a little bit of a ways away, but we've really been successful in having people come in and give us great feedback, and excited to be able to go karting, come upstairs. Maybe they've had a kids party or been able to watch their kids, as I said earlier, on go around and race on the tracks, and just the excitement and the thrills and the smiles, even from the restaurant.
And with the rest of the amenities, so the bowling and the billiards that you have in there, are guests doing that at the same time they're eating? Is it kind of they're hanging out afterwards or before? How's the flow of it going?
It's so amazing to watch. I mean, Saturday is a super busy day for us,
Right.
and we are absolutely packed to the gills. We've got people that are waiting to race. We've got people that are waiting to bowl, people that are playing pool. The bar is just an energetic, super great place to be. We air lots of sports events. We have lots of large screen TVs, and we're still adding more on. And even in the VIP room, as I said, we got a big projector. So when we have big games like the great game, the Super Bowl every February.
So I'm being asked to ask you, based on what you're saying, does he take reservations? So
we do. We actually, again, as we've been growing and developing the business, we've added in phone lines upstairs. So we just worked with our phone partner to try to make it easier for people to navigate if you're calling about the track, or if you're calling about the restaurant, or if you're calling to book a party. Because we have had lots of inquiries as well.
And I think that, and to your credit, I think building the event space was brilliant because it's needed, especially in that area. And I think that being that you're so new, that you're opening up a lot of opportunities for people that didn't know that there was a space to go to. So I think this is a big opportunity for people in that Lincoln, Smithfield, Cumberland area to be able to reach out, because you've got all these things coming up: graduation parties, birthday parties, anniversaries, to be able to do it. And on top of the corporate as well. And corporate's more, short term for it. But spaces are needed throughout the state from the event side of things. And, I'm going to be talking to my next guests about catering and deliveries and all that kind of stuff, because we are a big foodie state, and people love the fact to be able to celebrate and have great items. So I'm really happy that you guys did the event space. I think that's a big credit to you over there. And in any new business, when you're opening up, you're learning and growing still as you're going forward. You're just saying about
Every
adding,
day.
you've got things you said, you're adding more TVs, lights over the bar, so it's a process to go through.
Yes, it is.
Tell me about a couple of the other items that you got on the menu, just as some examples out there for me.
Well, we also, even taking our dessert platform, we partnered with Duck and Bunny, which is another local Providence
Awesome,
business.
Dan, we love those guys. Yeah.
Yeah, they've been doing a lot of great work for us as well. So we've incorporated their fantastic dishes into our menu. My goodness, I don't even know where to begin. Chef has really put together some great salads. So for those that are maybe not as carnivorous as the rest of us.
But the diversity's there.
Yeah, the diversity's there. We've got rotisserie chicken. We've actually partnered a couple times with Buffoni Farms out of Johnston as well.
Awesome.
To bring in some local, again, some more local products to our menu.
Well, congratulations again. Thank you for making the time to come in today. Make sure you check them out. You'll be able to see more about this afterwards, and we'll put up some of the great pictures of the food. I promise it'll be before I eat the pizza. So thank you for coming and joining me today. I really appreciate it, Derek. And thank you to the chef as well.
Thank you.
Taylor, help you slide out with some of these.
Okay. Take these out for you.
Thank you. Thanks, Taylor. All right. Yes, I will be eating that pizza for sure.